Where you can start.
Okay, I'll start. But let everybody join in.
Yeah, people are already in.
Okay, I'll start then. I think more people will join in. Let's wait for a minute more and then start like 5:15.
I think you can start, no worries.
Okay, hello, good evening to everybody. So today's topic is going to be conducted by Chartered Accountant Parinita Adukia. She's a personal branding and LinkedIn coach. She works with practicing CAs like all of us to help us create brands and grow faster. She's been working with a lot of practicing CAs, CA firms, and companies as her clients, managing their digital presence. She's worked with professionals from companies like PwC, Kotak Bank, HSBC, Arcon Technologies, NSC, Cipla, and amongst others, and numerous CAs. She's also coached more than 17,000 professionals and students till date. So let's get ahead and see and hear what's in store for us in today's session, where we get more and more insights from Parinita herself. Thank you for joining us today, and let's hear what's in store.
All right, thanks, Barry. That was nice. Thank you for introducing Parinita for us. Warm welcome to all the participants in this beautiful conference. This entire thing that we've planned up is all under the Prerna series. The Prerna is an inspiration, and we are looking for an inspiration amongst all of us. What we want to do and what we want to set up is we've first done a certificate course on executive presence and personal branding. Now, post that certificate course, we have curated 7 important areas wherein we can have good faculties talk to chartered accountants about how you could really work with CA firms as consultants. Our entire idea is, suppose these are the ambit of work that we are doing at WIRC. Now, we would want all of us who are interested in maybe looking at this as an alternate approach towards practice, can they be consultant to CA firms? If you were to check the schedule of a proprietor or a partner, a small firm, what they would do is essentially they would just be starting the day with emails, finding out what all have to do, what all they have to catch up with some work. Instead of going out and finding some leads, they would have to catch up with some work. What then have to do is probably whatever work is pending or they have to execute, they would get it executed with the staff. The staff, I don't know who's training the staff. And then, for example, everything is happening randomly. Suddenly there will be a deliverable that they have to talk about, they have to ensure that that goes. And again someone is working on that deliverable. Now that deliverable goes in, and how in any manner. For the deliverable which has gone earlier, have you done the billing yet? No idea. So you have to get the billing done and then recovery done. And in all of this, there could be some empanelments that you have to file up. There are some tenders which are there and they need your immediate attention. So as a proprietor, as a chartered accountant, we are on our own for all of this. I imagine a place wherein, a consultant, suppose Parinita just speaks to you in the morning and says, hey, chartered accountant, who are the 10 people that you're meeting up today? And do you know there is a forensic engagement which has come? There's a tender document which has been floated. Are you interested into it? And do you know there is a good session today? Can we nominate this person in your staff to attend that kind of a conference, Vikasa event, or any of these events? And do you know this is happening? Do you know that is happening? And can you please look at this? Now then the chartered accountant would say that, look, I want to hire some people, some recruitments need to be done. She would set up the JD and then probably ensure that, she takes up the interview, brings some good candidates and you finalize it. Then most important, the deliverables. Who is it? We always say that, there has to be a fresh pair of eyes that look at the deliverables before it is sent out. Do we have that fresh pair of eyes? Imagine you're working with, say, multi banks. You're working with, say, 4 banks, with SBI, with Union Bank, with the central bank, with any other, say, a Canara Bank. Now, in one place, you've taken a stand like this. The DP statement says this. The DP terms and conditions states this. Now, are you as a firm able to take a stand which is universal, which is like a regular thing. Who is it that is going to tell you? So probably that Prerna who's sitting behind, when she finally signs off the report, says that okay, fine, the English looks good, the grammar looks good, probably you're updated also, probably this is a submission that you made, probably this is a recent decision that has come, which she has got to know because she's attended a lot of conferences on WRC and she's constantly upgrading herself. And that is how she will ensure that your deliverables are top notch and so on and so forth. I think to set up all of that, most importantly the documentation aspect, importantly, how do you actually set up a good culture in your firm, how do you grow a firm? I think with all of that in mind is what we've thought of this Prerna series. Of course, Wednesdays are wow, Thursdays are tech edge, Fridays are amazing sessions. I would request and recommend all of you to please watch the recent Friday fundas that we had on technology. It is one stop video for automation in your offices. It's gonna be a very encouraging and inspiring video. It's must watch. The sessions were absolutely hands-on workshop. So do watch it on YouTube of WRC. We've got Niryat series where we're talking about offshore opportunities. Nest cafes are here in BKC. Anywhere people who are around BKC can drop by on a Friday because some of the other sessions, free coffee, free networking, free conversations. That is what we promoted here at BKC. These are startup labs. Samvad Vishwas ka, Project Saptrishi, Project Vasundhara is for a greener balance sheet. So all conversations around ESG social audits are happening there. Of course, Gurukul, Train and Learn, and Learning from Legend. These are some other initiatives that we've launched. So all in all, what we want to do is we want to bring especially chartered accountants back to the fraternity and see if they can really add value to a firm, become a consultant to a practicing firm, and help them grow culturally as well as economically. And that is how I think, with more and more networking, I don't know if all of you, I invite all of you to look at our networking zone on our websites. Our websites are revamped now, and probably you will find it very intuitive. We have also launched our newest bot. It's still in testing phase, so it's a soft launch, WIRC Setu. uh, I'm sure you'll find that experience amazing, because the moment you say hello to WIRC, it recognizes who you are, and probably it also understands and it tries to make an understanding of what are the programs, what are the things that you really like the most. With your participation, with more and more learnings that this AI gets, it will be a very intuitive experience with WIRC all through a WhatsApp bot. So all of that is being planned, all of that is happening here at WIRC. Look forward to interact with all of you whenever you get a chance. You can reach out to us, let us know what do you think about the different aspects that we're doing. And as Bhairavi has joined us today, uh, uh, through my role at WRC, I invite all of you to, if you want to be a coordinator, if you want to speak, if you want to do some sessions here at WRC, reach out to us, write to us on connect.wrc@ici.in. We'll be more than happy to have you as a coordinator or doing one or the other functions at WRC. Not to miss, 27, 28, we are having a very good, big national conference on capital markets, the most sought after. 28th, we are also celebrating Garba at WIRC. So I invite all of you here. So let's have fun together. And of course, it's an amazing space to be in. We're gonna have a lot of conversations that day as well. So look forward to interact with you. Stay in touch. Our emails are now much more with substance. They have a lot of value. So next time, if you ignore a WRC email, just wait for a while, wait for a second, look at the caption, look at the subject. If it excites you, do read it, and I'm sure they'll be of some value to you or at least to someone nearby you. People who are facing problems in KYM, please reach out to us. We have put a full-fledged help desk in office, or one stop, one click on our chatbot and WRC Setu, and someone will reach out to you and help you get your KYM done. And this time we've got an amazing breakthrough. Cooperative empanelments to become an auditor in cooperative sector. Our empanelments are live. This time we have set a target of up ki bar 10,000 par. Till now we are only 4,000 CAs in this cooperative empanelment Maharashtra. We want to go beyond 10,000, and therefore we are taking put all the steps. We've taken on a mass footing level to ensure that our cooperative empanelments, all our chartered accountants find that smooth and it happens very effectively. With these words, thank you very much. And I invite Parinita to please take the sessions ahead. Bharvi, for some reason, your screens are, shaking. It's giving a good feel. It looks like we are like moving, but just sometimes could get disturbing. So you can keep that stable, and that'll be great. Thanks, Parinita. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Arpit sir. Thank you so much, Bharvi. Arpit sir, like I mentioned, I'm really amazed with all the initiatives that WIRC is taking up. Loved the website and loved all the, few were new to me, like the Nest Cafe, and I wasn't aware about the Garva. I'll definitely be there. I was behind couple of people, they sir and all. Once I had spoken to him that why don't we have Garva? We should be having Garva. And I'm so excited now.
That's a Purnima day and 28th. Therefore, we're celebrating. Once everyone has celebrated everywhere, it's time to come back home at WRC, and therefore we're celebrating on
Right.
28th. It's 28th evening. Block your dates and be around. Since
Definitely.
you don't know, probably let me send another round of an email for everyone so that they can get an idea of this.
Sure,
That's
sure.
nice.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Chal. On that note, let's begin our session. I'll give me 1 second. I'll just share my screen. Okay. I hope everybody, my screen is visible.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So first of all, thank you so much, Arpit sir and the Institute for taking up such a topic. It's really the whole Prerna series. I went through the topics, really good selection of topics and very essential. I'll say, of course, CAs ke liye to hai, but all the more for women CAs, because somewhere we just are so tied up with everything else in our world that, these kind of extra steps that we need to boost our practice is something, it's not our priority, but it's high time we get this as a priority now. And so, I personally, marketing, branding has been something which is very, very close to me. I've been doing a lot of sessions on these because I understand the gap working with so many CAs. I've seen the gap that there is related to marketing and branding, a CA firm. So, like we were discussing, there is so much, ethics around marketing and branding that people are not aware or hesitant when we are talking about marketing or branding as a concept for CAs. So let's see what exactly can we do, and what as a CA is allowed, not allowed, and all those aspects. So a few things before we start the session. So it's almost 5:30. I'll try to complete the session by 6:40. So that 15-20 minutes we have a round of question and answer if anybody has any. But if you have any question related to the concept that we are covering, anytime, kindly unmute yourself or put it on the chat box. See, what happens is, in my flow, I might not read the chat box. If possible, you can, raise your hands or you can just unmute yourself and ask the questions. Either which ways, we are not too many of the participants, so that must not be an issue. You can please unmute yourself and just speak out, keep a point or ask a question. I very well welcome all the kind of questions and suggestions, okay, at any point of time. So let's move forward. So before we start the sessions, I just want you to go through. I have few questions for you. I don't want the answer. I just want you to introspect, think about these questions and just see what do you feel, or what are your answers to these questions for your own self. Like I said, I don't want the answers. These are just for self introspection. Okay. So what are your sales strategies? Think about it. How many of you here are digitally very active? What is your digital marketing strategy? How well are you present digitally? And how do you market yourself digitally? Do you have a plan? What is your marketing funnel? Do you have a marketing funnel where you know where your leads are coming from? What kind of clients do you have? How do you convert the leads? And what are your goals? This is some, 90% of the CAs that I have spoken to, whenever I ask this question, what are your goals? They're really confused. They really don't know what to answer, and which is very surprising. And the last one, are you really networking well? Do you network, and do you network well? Is my question. So you must be thinking, why are we marketing to, why are talking about marketing, and what really is the importance of marketing? Whatever questions that I asked you till now, just keep those kind of running in your mind, because a lot of questions will be answered in the coming presentation. Few which you have can be written down on the chat box. But these questions were for you to get into the flow and see marketing is just not about promoting yourself. There are a lot of things in marketing which you can do, which are very small, which you might seem are very small, but actually is a very important marketing point for you. Okay. Keep these questions running in your mind. Okay. So why are we talking about marketing today? Let's see why. Okay. So there is a concept, and I love this concept. Have you heard about this concept of start with why? It's by an author called Simon. Anybody? So there is a concept called start with why, and he says that whatever you do in life, okay, whatever you are starting new or thinking about an idea, always start with the um always start with why. Why are you particularly thinking about it? Why are you doing this particular thing? Or why have you even started a particular project? The main question you should be asking to yourself is why. So why are we talking about marketing today? So there's a number on the screen. Can anybody tell me what this number might represent? What is this number, 4 lakh? Tell me in the chat box. What does this 4 lakh mean? Superb. Yes. So approximately we have 4 lakh CAs in India today registered. Okay. And what does this mean? 1 lakh? Approximately 1 lakh. What does this number mean? Anybody? This is the number of, no. So this is the number of women registered CAs. Okay. The number of practicing CAs is anywhere between 1,60,000 to 1,70,000 as per the numbers that I know. So around that much people, CAs, are practicing. And even out of that 160, only 20% are women CAs, practicing women CAs. So in India, we have only around 30 to 40,000 women CA practicing in India. What do you feel about this number? When you're comparing 4 lakh CAs total in India, and there is only 1 lakh women CA, that's 25%. How do you feel about this number? It is very low. And it's not about CA being a tough course, which of course it is. So it's not, and the number of women students that are registering is just increasing. But why is the number practicing CA, women CAs are so less today in India? we'll talk about the challenges. Okay. So what are the challenges? So women CAs that we have in India, अभी जो हमारे साथ आज women CAs है, can you tell me, as a practicing woman CA, what are the challenges that you have faced? Yeah, one of the reasons is they are not very independent in terms of financial, or in terms of, emotional, or even decision making independence is not there that much. So that really brings down the number. What all challenges do you face as a woman CA? Your personal experience. Tell me your challenges. Anybody would like to share their challenges, what they have faced as a practicing woman CA? Okay, so I've spoken to a lot of women CAs, and the common challenges, and even I'm a woman CA, although I'm not practicing, but yes, I have my own venture. Yes, maintaining balance between family life and work is one of the major common challenges that women are facing. Okay. Um, so that really gets into, the idea that I cannot practice, I cannot market myself, I do not have time to really scale my practice. And giving all these reasons, end where you come, okay, I'm a women CA, I am distinguished from men CA in the sense, I'm not given that much of importance as a men CA, so I don't have those many opportunities available like a male CA might have. And a lot of things are against ICR regulations. So all these things, when you have in your mind, you cannot really market yourself, right? I don't deny with the challenges. Of course, these challenges for a male CA, challenges for women CA will always be different. They will be there. But I think, it's high time that we really break this and come out of this whole idea that women CA can't do it, women CA can't make it, or I'm a women CA, so I get less opportunities, or I don't have, I have to balance life and I have to balance my family. I cannot balance my work and all. Let's come out of this. So I run a podcast, and I had a women practicing CA on my podcast, and I was having this conversation on the challenges faced by women CA. And she said a very good thing, that we have gone into so much of this self pittiness ki hum nahi kar payenge, that we don't give ourselves that opportunity. Let's take an example. As a women CA, say you have a meeting, you have been called for a meeting at 8 p.m., or 7 p.m. to somebody's office, and you have this thing in mind, how can I go alone? It's not safe. I understand. Of course, you have these hesitation. You have two options. You cancel it out of fear, right? Maximum women CAs will do that. I can't go after 6 p.m. I cannot take meetings and all. I'll cancel. But not everybody will have time for you during the work hours. So what do? You find ways. Either you take it up online, which is a very, very big option today, or you take somebody with you. The point is, find ways. Stop giving yourself those excuses. If you have 4 hours, give your best in those 4 hours. If you have to balance your work and life, you have to balance your home, you have to balance your work, not an issue. I understand everybody has different circumstances. But let's come out of this thing that, we cannot scale up. We can definitely scale up. Okay. So, more challenges that people have written, less confidence that people have in women CA. Okay. Or no, or less networking because of locating elsewhere after marriage. That's one of the issues, yes. But let's see कि अगर हम उसको वैसे देखेंगे, if I'm moving from place A to B, now I have 2 places to market myself. I'm not restricting myself to one place. A में मुझे already सब जानते हैं. let's take this as an opportunity and market myself in place B also. Okay. It's the way you see or look at things that will really matter. So, which is why I'm saying stop thinking or stop giving yourself those excuses that I'm a woman C and I cannot do it. Okay. So, I want today, out of all the practicing women Cs that we have today, let's put it out there in the chat box that yes, it's time that we market ourselves. Type yes if you're there with me to break that glass ceiling, break that into, this concept about I cannot do it. Say yes. Come on. Very good. Super. There you go. Very nice. So in today's session, I will be giving you a lot of steps that we will go about and see how exactly can you market yourself and what are the from small things to bigger things which is there in your marketing, which should be there in your marketing agenda, and what steps can you apply to really market yourself, even from the smallest step or the bigger step, whatever is convenient for you. Okay, chalo, let's move forward. Now, as per we've seen, why should you do marketing? As a women CA, it's very, very important that we bring that number from 30,000 women practicing to 1 lakh women practicing, say, by 2025. Okay. That can only be done when people start recognizing women CAs, people start accepting women CAs, and that will be through visibility, through marketing, where we come out and say that, yes, we are practicing. And like somebody said, a trust factor aata hai. Okay. Being a women CA, even I face that where people are a bit hesitant to discuss numbers with women. Let's break that. Okay. And that's our responsibility for future women CAs entering our community. Okay. Let's do it. How can you do it? So there's a very big question about regulations, right? That market kaise kar sakte, kyun kar sakte, is it allowed? A lot of people have this question. So I'm not covering all the clauses that are there in the code of ethics, but one very simple, because I want to make you understand what marketing is through code of ethics. So clause 6 says, if a CA member solicits clients or professional work either directly or indirectly by circular, advertisement, personal communication, or by any other means, the member is subject to misconduct. So what does it exactly mean? Okay, let's look into it from the angle of marketing. For that, let me explain you a few concepts about marketing, because aaj ka pura session will depend on these 4 concepts for you to understand what steps can you exactly take and what you cannot take as a practicing CA. For that, you should know these marketing terms, these particular marketing terms that can be applied in code of ethics. Okay. So first, let's start with what is push marketing and what is pull marketing. In very simple terms, push marketing is when you are marketing your services by paying somebody or paying a platform where they are pushing your content or your advertisement in front. Okay. Say, for example, say for example, you are giving your name on Google. Okay. You've made a page on Google My Business page. I hope everybody knows about this. You are listed on Google. Okay. Now understand what push and pull is. When you're registered on Google and somebody types your name pops up. That is pull marketing, where you're just listed, you're not paying Google to push your name. Your name is only popping up because it's registered. Say you take up Google ad services where you're paying Google to push your name before other people. That's push marketing and that is not allowed. Okay. So wherever you are paying to any platform or any person to push your name in front of other professionals, that's push marketing, where your name automatically comes up. Okay, where people come to your platform or your website or your name automatically, you are not taking any specific efforts. That's pull marketing and that is allowed. Okay, so how does it go into outbound and inbound marketing? Outbound marketing is, again, whatever steps that you're taking to push your content, that's outbound marketing. Outbound leads, those are not allowed. Pull marketing will generate inbound leads where people are coming to you automatically. Okay, let's take one more example. Say in a networking event, I go and talk, I go and tell everybody ki, hi, I am CA this, my services are these, please take up my services, I'm offering a discount. That's push marketing, and that might lead to outbound leads. That's not allowed. Where somebody comes to you and says, hi, I've heard about your services from somebody else, can I take up your service? That's inbound marketing, and that's allowed. Inbound lead, that's allowed. Okay, so what we will be doing in the whole session is understanding what are the push marketing, what is pull marketing, what are the steps which are there in pull marketing, which leads to organic marketing, which is allowed as per the code of ethics. Okay, so that फ्यूचर में जो भी आप स्टेप्स लो, हो सकता है कुछ कुछ मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट्स वी आर नॉट कवरिंग टुडे और टेक्निक्स वी आर नॉट कवरिंग टुडे. Just remember to bifurcate ki whether I'm paying a platform to push my name in front of others before other professionals or no. If the answer is yes, means push marketing. If the answer is no, means pull marketing. It's allowed. Okay, simple. Any doubts over here? Please type it in the chat box if you have any particular doubt on push and pull, because this will be a very important concept going ahead. Okay. Going forward, if you have any doubt or you're not understanding where do you bifurcate this in push and pull, please let me know. Okay. So, these are the particular mistakes around marketing that I have been noticing and observing when I'm, connected with so many CAs. That people are generally, and this is the common answer, where do you get your leads from? Is, by referral or somebody I know, or, people nearby contact me. So this is one of the biggest mistakes. Also, so like Arpit, said, because we are so tied up with our day-to-day work, you have to provide services, you have to do the filing and this and that, compliances sab chal raha hai, that you really don't have time for marketing. And even if you have time, you don't have a system in place for marketing, which is why whenever, even if you start marketing, you're confused. Where should I start? Where should I end? Okay. And of course, one of the most common issues, you're not aware of the marketing methods, especially which are allowed or which are not allowed. So let's break these mistakes and let's come out. Okay. We come on the what, which is what are the steps that you can take to really market your services. Now, what I want you to do is you will need a pen and a paper for yourself, because there are things that I will be telling you to write and think about. So please keep a pen and paper. I'm giving a couple of minutes for you. If you don't already have a pen and paper with you, kindly, get yourself that pen and paper and sit down with it. Because the next 30 minutes will be game changer for you. And if you really, really apply these things, you can really start marketing yourself well. Get a pen and paper. Come on. Okay. Let's start. Okay, the first concept about marketing is the first step that we will be taking today is setting the base right. For that, we really need to understand what exactly marketing is. Okay. To start with marketing, you have to understand these three very, very important concepts. What are you offering? To whom are you offering the services? And how will you reach them? Okay. This is very, very important for you to understand that you need to be very clear about these three concepts. Otherwise, your marketing will be all over the place and you will really not gain the actual ROI, the return on investment that you really want from the time and money that you invest in marketing. आपको वो नहीं मिलेगा returns if you're not clear about these three things. Now, the first thing, what are you offering? Maximum people or practicing CAs that I have met introduce themselves as, hi, I'm CA XYZ, and I provide all kind of services, auditing, taxation. I do everything. What impression does it make? So I want you to answer this question for yourself. If possible, please write it down. Why are you practicing in the first place? What made you start your own practice? For me, I was very clear when I started my venture. I was in family business prior to this. But when I started Portraiture, my company, I was very clear that I somehow, because of some, story, I was very clear. I wanted to fill a gap. I wanted to really uh, help chartered accountants as a community. I was very clear about it. What is your reason to start your own practice? Can be independence, can be, the excitement that you get of your own work, can be anything. Especially women CAs, this answer becomes very, very important. Next, why do people know you? Do people know you in a certain way? If they take your name, say CA, whom do we have today? Say CA Kuldeep Chadda. How do people recognize you? Is there a particular way they remember you? What I want you to start doing from today, and which is very, very essential to recognize, what services are you providing, is to build your authority. I answer this to yourself. What are you best at? And with this, I mean, what is your specialization? What is your niche? What is that one service that, or one aspect about your service that really, really makes you different from these 4 lakh people? 4 lakh CS? How do you stand out? What is that in you? Either it can be your service, it can be your target audience, it can be the way you practice, any way that helps you stand out from these 4 lakh people. I want you to answer what is your niche. And this is one of the top reasons or top way of growing faster is developing your niche. So I want to ask you as a practicing CA, what is your niche? Write it down. Because this is very important. अभी जो आगे के steps होंगे, आगे के जो questions है, you need to answer this in that exercise also. So I want you to write one practice area which is, where you want to develop your expertise or you already feel that you're an expert in that area. I hope everybody's written that for themselves. Virtual CFO services, fantastic. A very in demand.
અરે ઓલી નવી લાઈન થઈ છે ને તો તમે
Bharvi, Bharvi, please mute yourself. Okay, so I hope everybody's written that niche for themselves. Chalo. Okay. You know why your niche is also important. Let's understand this concept. I love this concept because this helped me really grow faster. Okay, because when I was, I started my own venture when I was providing personal branding services. Of course, it was going well, but I really wanted that graph to not grow like this, but inclined top way. What really helped me is to understand what is my UBP, what is my unique branding point. Okay, so let's understand this. There are three things. What are you good at? What does your customer need? And what is your competitor good at? Okay, so where you are good at and where your competitor is also good at, people won't care about you because the same services your competitor is also offering. Okay, where your competitor is good at, where your customer needs it, but you are not good at, see this section, you will never get a earning. So for example, you feel ki, okay, say virtual CFO services are very in demand, okay, and you want to give those services, but you're not very good at it. There are other professionals who are very, very good at providing virtual CFO services. So even if the service is in demand, customer needs it, you will never get a good earning. It's very risky because you are not good at it. Okay. See this place where you are good at things, where your customer is good at the same service and the customer also needs this. Okay. You will earn like the regular practice that we see. Okay, the middle triangle, the regular practice, audit hai, tax hai, return filing hai, all these, all the CAs provide, customer ko bhi need hota hai. Aap earn kar rahe ho, but you won't grow. Where you will grow is things you are good at, things that your customer needs it, but your competitor cannot touch it. For whatever reason, that your competitor is not touching it. That is your UBP, and that is what you need to find for yourself. That service or that target audience where you feel you stand out. Okay, so I hope you have written that for yourself. The next thing I want you to understand is जो आपका niche आपने पकड़ा है, okay, whatever that you've written. Say we take the example of virtual CFO services. I want you to define your target audience. Who is your target audience? What are their pain points? So please take a screenshot. I think the presentation will also be shared with you. But for now, you can also take the screenshot and answer these points to yourself later because it's very, very important. What are their pain points? What are their challenges? What are the other CAs doing in the same service? If there is any competition or not. If there is, who are the competition and what are they exactly doing? What is the gap that you fill? Okay, that the other competitor is not able to give. And what is your UBP in that section? Please answer these questions for yourself. Your marketing will become so easy. Okay, so I'll define my journey. I think that will help you really understand why understanding these points are very important. So when I started with my personal branding journey, I was catering to all the clients. Even today, I cater to a lot of different section of clients. But still, my 70% of my portfolio is made up of CAs as my clients. When I started my journey, I had all kind of clients. Because of my network, of course, I had CAs more, but that was not very intentionally. Okay. And when I wanted to grow, when I wanted to pivot and see, now I want to grow, I started understanding that I really need to make a niche. And what is it, in which area can I make a niche? I knew CAs had particular challenges. I knew their particular pain points. I knew what other personal branding coaches are doing. What they were doing is they were not touching CAs as a market. I knew that I can fill the gap because I am a CA myself, and I can provide that gap which is there. I can fill that gap. And my UBP is that I'm a CA as well. And CAs can trust another CA as a service provider. So when I answered all these questions for myself, my targeting became so easy that now I know how to pitch to my clients. What are the pain points that I'm talking about? So when I'm reaching out to a client, I know what exactly do I need to say. I have to talk about their pain points or the challenges that they are facing that I can solve. अगर उनका कोई challenge ही नहीं है तो आप solve क्या करोगे, right? So for example, if we talk about the virtual CFO services, the challenge क्या है? That they are not able to afford a full-time CFO services, right? Which is why they want a virtual CFO services who is a professional, who is not there whole time, and they can save upon their money also, right? The basic concept. But still, if you want to pitch strongly, you can be, say, a sector specific. Say, you become very, very well known in IT startups as a virtual CFO services because you have an inclination towards technology. You understand tech-based companies better than other virtual CFOs. That can be a UBP. Okay. So find the pain points, the challenges, and where does your expertise come into picture and try to match that. So I'm asking you, everybody, have you written down your target audience? Target audience matlab any industry, any geographically present people that you're targeting, any particular target audience that you have in mind, say startups, MSMEs, corporates, banks, anybody can be a target audience. Have you written down that for yourself? Please answer yes in the chat box if you have. Kuldeep, who is your target audience? Ashwini, Jyoti, Hina, even you can answer. Who are your target audience? If you want to share. SMEs, fantastic. Any particular region or any particular industry that you're targeting? Banks, very, very nice. Trading and manufacturing, amazing. Again, have you cut it more, gone into deeper trading and manufacturing? To kis tarah ke is any particular industry are we looking at? Startups, very good. Jyoti, the same question. Any particular industry at funding stage? Amazing. Narrow it down. Any particular sector, tech-based hai, oil, steel, cable manufacturing. Okay. Okay. ठीक है. Better. Startups at funding stage. Jyoti, think about it, and if you don't have an answer right now, think about a particular industry that you can target. When you niche down to that level, your thought process, your target, your marketing strategies become all the more focused. Don't keep adding, Kuldeep. बहुत सारे हो गए. One or two. See, the point to niche down is not that you don't take other clients. The idea is the people start believing in you so much. Okay. Even like I said, I have 30% of my portfolio of other clients also. And even today, other industry people do approach me. But when I am putting myself as a coach for chartered accountants, the trust is so amazing that I get inbound leads. Okay. Because people now recognize me that way, and not even the clients I'm talking about, my relatives, my friends, everybody now know that I work for CS. that strong your branding should be, that even your close family members, your relatives, your friends, whoever is meeting you talks about who your target audience is. D2C brand startups at funding stage. Very nice, Jyoti. This is the way. Very good. And hold these thoughts in mind, okay? Because we'll be using it in next couple of minutes. Now, when I ask people to introduce themselves, कुछ चीजें जो बहुत ही astonishing लगती है मुझे is the way they introduce themselves. Like I mentioned before, more than 90% of CAs will introduce themselves as, hi, my name is CA XYZ, and I have a very traditional practice, and I practice in everything. I do audit, tax, all the things that I provide all kind of service. What happens is, especially when you are introducing like this in a CA community, every other person in the room will be a CA and will have the same introduction. How will you stand out? How will people remember you? Naina, let's form an introduction for ourselves. And this is where I want you to write this introduction for yourself. Okay? Hi, I'll give my introduction so it gives you an idea. Hi, my name is CA Parinita Adukia. I work with chartered accountants, practicing chartered accountants, and help them branding themselves and marketing themselves so that they can grow faster and they can concentrate on their own practice rather than putting in efforts into marketing. Okay. What I want you to do is have a similar kind of introduction for yourself written down. Hi, I am CA. Let's take an example. CA Jyoti Ayya. I work with D2C brand startups who are at a funding stage and help them with what is the issue, what is the challenge. Excuse me. I'm really sorry. What is the challenge that you're catering to? What is the problem that you're solving for them? Talk about it. And how is it helping your clients? Okay. Say, if I talk about Kuldeep. Hi, I'm Kuldeep Chadda, practicing CA. I work with different industries, manufacturing and trading industry companies, SMEs especially, where I'm helping them with the virtual CFO services. I'm providing virtual CFO services to them so that they do not need to indulge or occupy a full-time resource, and they get the best quality CFO services. Okay. Now, what happens with this kind of introduction is when I'm meeting you and you give me such a detailed introduction, a very focused, targeted introduction, I will remember your work. I might not remember your name, and that's perfectly fine. But I will remember your work. I might, get some targets for you in my mind, and I can get you connected connected you to the right people. Such kind of focus introductions really is the game changer for you. I hope everybody's written this in, this format introduction for themselves. Type a yes if you have. And just give me 1 second, I'll be back. Perfect. So Kuldeep, after writing the introduction, how do you feel about the whole introduction? And this question is also for everybody else. The way you used to introduce yourself before, and now after seeing this introduction for yourself, can you feel the difference? Much more focused. Yes. Super. Okay. You see, you can talk about your past assignments when required, when you feel that the person, standing or opposite you can be a potential client or a collaborator with who can connect you to the right people. You can talk a bit about, the kind of past assignments. Of course, ethics को याद में रखते हुए आप clients के नाम नहीं ले सकते, but of course आप you can talk about the kind of clients that you have. आप उनके बारे में डेफिनेटली बात कर सकते हो, स्पेशली अगर आपके पास टाइम है और आपको लग रहा है कि सामने वाला यूजफुल हो सकता है, तो डेफिनेटली डू टॉक अबाउट पास्ट असाइनमेंट्स इफ यू कैन. ओके, चलो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड. Where is your target audience? Now this again is a very very important question because सब जगह पैर फैलाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Few people think that you need to market everywhere. You have to be everywhere, omnipresent. But ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. फर्स्ट आपके पास उतना टाइम नहीं है, उतना बजट कंस्ट्रेंट्स भी होता है, रिसोर्स कंस्ट्रेंट्स होता है, एंड लास्ट, नॉट नेसेसरी. You have to understand where is your target audience present, be it offline or online. So understand ki where is your target audience. Are they on social media, or are they only present offline? Yeah, both. You need to analyze it for yourself, taking into consideration who your target audience is. Most of the answers will be both, because of course today world has come on social media, so all the kind of target audience are there on social media also. So most of the answers will be both, and but usme bhi you need to analyze exactly where is your target audience. And the biggest mistake that we make is we are not on the right platform, or we are on all the platforms, or you're marketing only offline, or you're not using the right tools to market. Online platforms की अगर हम बात करते हैं, there are various types of online platforms. First is the social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. These are social media platforms. Okay. Again, you need to see आपका target audience कहाँ पे है. Let's take a couple of examples. Say if we talk about, SMEs, if we are talking about SMEs for Kuldeep, trading and manufacturing companies के SMEs. Most of them will be there on LinkedIn and Facebook. So even if you're not there on Instagram and Twitter, it's completely okay. If we talk about banks, mostly you will be connected to them on LinkedIn. That's the best platform for you. Okay. बैंक्स में टारगेट ऑडियंस आपका बैंक कंपनी नहीं रहेगा. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि उसका डिसीजन मेकर कौन है, कौन आपको बैंक से काम देगा. ओके, इज इट द डायरेक्टर, इज इट द ब्रांच मैनेजर, और whom are you targeting to get the work? आपको उससे कनेक्ट करना है लिंक्डइन पे. परफेक्ट. इफ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट स्टार्टअप्स एट फंडिंग स्टेज, सो काफी स्टार्टअप्स रहेंगे इंस्टाग्राम पे, काफी स्टार्टअप्स रहेंगे लिंक्डइन पे. लॉट ऑफ स्टार्टअप, actually maximum startup owners and founders are there on LinkedIn because it's become a very strong platform. So you need to see कि आपका audience कहाँ पे और आपके कौन से platforms use कर. ठीक है. So quickly write one platform from the list. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. चारों में से आपको एक प्लेटफॉर्म चूज करके अभी अपने लिए लिखना है. जल्दी लिखिए. लिखा? Now, coming to the communication platforms, that's WhatsApp or Telegram. So Telegram, a lot of people are using for, updates and groups where you're sharing a lot of concepts, notifications, वगैरह आप share करते हो, broadcast करते हो. WhatsApp everybody uses. 99.99% of us are using WhatsApp. Okay? But उसको कैसे use करना है, मैं बताऊंगी बाद में. But I hope you're there on WhatsApp. If you're not, you're missing out on a lot of things. Few people I know are not there on WhatsApp. but I really wish that everybody is there on WhatsApp. Okay. The next is YouTube and Quora. So these are knowledge-based platforms हम उनको बोलते हैं. Again, you need not be there totally. It's very, very good platforms, no doubt. YouTube, Quora दोनों बहुत अच्छे हैं. YouTube is for the video format. Quora is for the question answer format. Okay. If you're comfortable in videos, do go on YouTube and make a channel. It's very, very a strong marketing tool, but I know not everybody is comfortable, and that's completely fine. Okay. And of course, there are other tools of marketing platforms also, which I'm not covering. I'm just covering the basics today because we're just starting our journey. So, ज़्यादा complicate नहीं कर. Okay. So I hope आप लोग सबने एक प्लेटफॉर्म अपने लिए चूज करके लिख लिया है कि आपको कहां पे प्रेजेंट होना है. Done? चलो, let's move forward. Offline आपको कहां कहां प्रेजेंट होना है. Again, you have to see, are your target audience based geographically, or there are a lot of clubs. Say for startups, there are so many clubs or associations where startup owners and founders meet regularly. You can be a part of that, or you need to collaborate with other professionals. Say you get a lot of work from lawyers, or you might get a lot of work from other CS. So वो collaborations work करेगा, तो उनके साथ network कीजिए. You have to search कि आपका target audience किस से connected है और आप उनको तक कैसे पहुंच सकते हो. उसी तरह से you will connect with or network offline. Okay. Step 2, and very importantly, comes on the tool and the techniques that you will use to market yourself. Chalo. First, we'll speak about few concepts that is related to things that you might already be doing, and उसमें हम extra क्या कर सकते हैं. So the first thing is upselling. I know a lot of people don't do this, but upselling is again a very strong way of selling your services. Say you are giving a virtual CFO services, right? You're already doing that to a client. Upselling means where you're selling a different service to the same client. Say you, while providing the services, you find some gap in some compliances and you tell him, we can do this also for you. That's upselling. How well do you upsell to your clients? Answer this to yourself. Do you upsell to your clients, and how well do you do it? Answer this on the chat box. Do you upsell to your clients? Yes or no? Perfect. Very nice. Very good. Awesome. So I have a very good crowd. So the next is networking. And we'll talk about this in some time. Ki network kya hum is, what am I really talking about networking here? So, before we go ahead, how many people over here really network well? You believe in yourself that you are networking very well. No doubts hai? ठीक है. So contact, not yet network, but thinking about it. Very good. Okay. Chalo, utna to aaya ki you're thinking about it. Very nice. The next thing that you might already be doing, of course, is connecting with people and calling people up, right? So I have this strategy in place, and I, of course, hamesha nahi hota hai. How to do it in a new location? Very well. Kuldeep, a very good question. Let's keep this question. If I'm able to answer it by the end, okay? And if I don't, you can connect with me separately also. I'll definitely cater to this because this is a very important question. So I have this, strategy in place where I try to connect to at least 3 people every day. I try to have 3 calls every day with 3 new people. If I don't get 3 new people, at least somebody old that I've not connected with for a long time, or somebody I know from my family or my friends who might be connected to my target audience. But I do have 3 calls every day, नियम से, not my regular calls, काम वाम से लेके नहीं, 3 calls for my sales, which might directly or indirectly connect with me with my target audience. How many calls do you have every day? Answer in the chat box. 1, 2, 3, 10. What is your number? From today, write it on the paper. Commit yourself, even if 1 call. अगर आपको लगता है कि I want to start from a single call, 1 call चलेगा, लेकिन 3 is a good number, trust me. 1, 2, 3, whatever, 4, 5, जितना भी आपको लिखना है, commit yourself for a month. You will at least have 1 call in a day, not work related call, but to your potential client or to a person who can get connected you to a potential client. And when you're talking to that person, use that introduction that we just wrote about yourself. Even if you're connecting with your family or your friend or relative, थोड़ा सा उस introduction को tweak करो और वही introduction बोलो. Just see the results. It is amazing. Have everybody written that commitment? 1, 2, 3, 0 नहीं चाहिए मुझे. Should either be 1, 2, 3, whatever number you're choosing. Arey, please don't call me ma'am. It's okay if you call me just Pari. Perfect. Great. Great going. Okay. The next is after sales services. See, we all are providing services. हम सब service based में है. I want to ask you, once I've provided the service, what is the next step that I do? Answer me in the chat box. What is the next step that you do once you've provided that service? Invoicing. Good answer. Follow up for any doubts. Very good. Very nice. Review lena, follow up karna on the completion, or whether the whatever that you've strategy that you've given or services that you've done, is it being effective? Very nice. Anything else? Okay. So there is a very less propose a meeting for new references. Okay, very good. Again, very less people do this. Not even 10% of people will do this. And this is a very important step. Few things that you can do. Of course, this was something that I was going to tell you. Proposing a new reference or ask, do you know anybody who can, who needs this kind of service? Just give me 1 second. Huh? Yes. So the second thing that you can do is, and again, very less people do this, ask for testimonials, ask for written reviews about your service. कहाँ कर सकते हो? LinkedIn पे कर सकते हो, Google My Business page पे कर सकते हो. All of these places your clients can go. Of course, they don't tell them to write a detail about what kind of service did you provide, but they can just write about the experience with you. How was the experience when you provided that service? Okay. Third, you know your client's business well. काम करते करते you must have found some gaps. Connect the upselling. Tell them what is the next step that they can do. Okay. even if that's not related to some services that you are providing yourself. You can connect them with somebody else, some other service provider. That's also fine. But that way, the client will know that you really, their business matters to you. It is not about कि मैंने service provide करके दे दिया, मेरा काम खत्म. I really want my client to progress, which is why I'm connecting that person, or filling the gaps where other professionals also come into picture. Okay. Also, what you can do is, if you feel, keep sending them value, even if your service is ended. Keep sending them valuable updates जो अपने वो शायद business में apply कर सके या आगे उनको जरूरत पड़े. Keep adding value to their business even if you're not providing the services anymore to them. These few steps will always strengthen the bond of your client and your referrals will get better and better. Plus visibility बनी रहेगी तो आपके client को आपका नाम याद आता रहेगा. So anytime if somebody asks them, your name will pop up first. Visibility is the key to marketing. Okay. So the more visible you are, the more better marketing you will get. 4 मिले? Okay. चारों में से I want you to write one thing that you will do now from your after sale services. Propose a meeting for, getting in touch with new target audience, or you can ask for testimonials. You can upsell new services, even if it's from other professionals, or you can also keep sending them updates. ये चारों में से आपको क्या करना है, आप सिलेक्ट करके एक अपने लिए अभी लिखिए, अभी का अभी लिखिए. Okay. Done? Okay. Coming to your are you networking well question. I want to ask you quickly, because we don't have that much time. After networking, what do you do? Once समझो आज का meeting हम पकड़ लेते हैं. Okay, this is also a networking event, by the way. Don't take this just as a educational session. Every educational session like these are also networking opportunities for you. Okay? So for like, I will remember Kuldeep, I will remember Jyoti. These are networking. Okay? I will remember Meera for her answer. So all these points become networking. I want to ask you, what do you do after networking an event? समझो आप गए किसी नेटवर्क इवेंट में, आपने चलो नाम वाम पूछ लिया, सब लोगों से मिल ली, अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दे दिया and everything. What is your post networking? Do you send them a message? Do you send them an email? Do you get connected with them on LinkedIn or any social media platform? And do you maintain a relationship with them? That is where networking comes into picture. Just going there and attending events is not networking. That's not marketing. Marketing starts once you are home. How do you keep connected with them and how well are you remembered by them is marketing. Okay. So again, just think about it. Do you do these post networking steps? Connecting with them, messaging them, sending them queries, setting up a meeting. What is it that you do once you are done with the networking? Okay. Moving ahead. So I have a ebook that I've written on, 5 ways CAs can build their network. I'll be sharing the link. You can download from there. It's free. Okay. So networking will get easy for you. Let's come to marketing and marketing tools. Okay. A lot of people just, like I said, just sending updates or attending study circle meetings or, sending WhatsApp is marketing for them, but that's not marketing. Marketing is every small step that you're taking to create a brand for yourself. That's marketing. Okay. Let's look into very simple things that even I have applied in my work, which has gotten me a good marketing thing. So for example, when you're attending a networking event, it's not easy to carry 100 cards, right? वो कार्ड वैसे भी सामने वाले को दो, आधे लोगों को से तो घूम जाता है. What I did last time is I got this picture onto my phone as my screensaver. Whoever asked for my number, they could scan this barcode. Am I audible? Or is there any lag in the network? Audible. Okay. So they could scan this barcode and my LinkedIn page, because that I take it very seriously. When they scan this barcode, my LinkedIn opens and all my details are there. So it's very convenient for the person and it's quick, because visiting card dene ke baad bhi, I'm not sure if I'll be connected with that person. Will that person save my name, or how will I connect with that person? पर मुझे अब पता है कि वो person is connected with me on LinkedIn. So it's easier for me to locate him or her. Okay. Agar nahi, तो of course my number and everything is there. They can save the number as well. There are also, digital cards available. Physical form में ही आएगा. अगर आप मोबाइल पे टैप करते हो तो आपके सारे डिटेल्स इंसान के मोबाइल पे ट्रांसफर हो जाता है. That is also something new that I will be applying for my next event. So this is marketing. Making people remember for these small steps. Next, how do you organize a meeting? Okay. So I used to use Calendly, a marketing app, till now. But this is also something new that I've registered myself on. It's my Meet.io, where you can organize your meeting, where people can just go on your link, choose a time and date they want to talk to you, and all your social media links are also there. So again, it becomes like your website. So one thing I want to tell you, if you if you do not want to invest in website right now, it's completely fine. I'll tell you two things. Build your LinkedIn very, very strong, so that you can give your LinkedIn as a reference if somebody asks for your website. Second, choose these kind of applications for connecting with people. Again, this becomes a very strong branding plus automation system for you. Okay. My Meet.io hai, Calendly hai, all these places are very, very easy to use also and gives a good branding effect. Okay. So this is what you do is on LinkedIn, you go and, agar aap apna link wahan pe daloge, aap waise dal sakte ho, book and meet me. If you click that, wo my Meet.io खुलेगा, वहां पे you can select a time and slot when people can get connected with you. Okay? This is marketing. When you're making it easy for people to remember you, get connected with you. Convenience बहुत important होता है. If people, so for example, a lot of times I wanted a person's service, I really like the page, but I could not find where to connect with that person. उसका number नहीं था, उसका email ID कुछ भी नहीं था on the LinkedIn page. Make your contact details visible on social media platform like LinkedIn. सब जगह नहीं देना, it's completely fine. LinkedIn पे दीजिए. I get so many calls and messages from LinkedIn where I don't know or I'm not connected to that person, but they message me on WhatsApp that, we need your particular service, because it's easier for people to reach out to me. So make it easy for people to reach out to you. Okay. Online branding actions आप क्या ले सकते? How many of you over here are present or have made a page on my Google business page? Type yes or no. Very good. Very good. And how often do you update it? Because when you keep updating it, the algorithm is better And when people are searching for a CA, you know, the chances of you coming up, you know, your name popping up is better when you keep updating it. Please update it. Ask for reviews on the Google page. Ask your clients, ask your team members, ask your fellow chartered accountants to comment, to review you on Google. Very, very important. Okay, give all the details. So again, Google My Business page also looks like a website where all your services are mentioned, the time that they can connect with you, the office address, the reviews, the photographs, everything can be updated on Google My Business page. Treat it like a website. You will not need a website. Okay. Next, are your contact details visible and easily accessible to people? Right? Yes or no? Please do it. Being a woman, I know there was, even for me in the start, there was a hesitance, you know, if I give my number, people might misuse it. So what I did is I got another number for myself, which is my official number, which my official number is there on the website and everything. The security, usme kya hota hai, then I don't use the phone before and after office hours. It gives me a sense of security, and you can register that number in somebody else's name, say your husband's name or somebody else's name. So your private details are not out. Okay. वैसे भी आप कर सकते हो. So, but you know, it's become very, very important for accessibility because 100 CA है, वो कोई आपके पास फिर क्यों आएगा अगर आपका contact detail ही accessible नहीं है. ठीक है. Make sure your email ID, your contact number is there on social media websites and easily accessible. Google Pay bhi and LinkedIn Pay bhi. Okay. Next, I want to ask you, how well are you messaging people? So this is something very less people do, is, you know, messaging people or potential clients on LinkedIn or anywhere. Here, I'm not talking about soliciting clients and, you know, telling them that I provide these services. Will you take my service? No, that's soliciting clients. You cannot do that. But of course, you can introduce yourself. You can give them some value adding things. You can, you know, talk about any of your experiences, ask some queries, anything, any method you apply, but do message people on social media. Okay. Now, this is a very important aspect, and I'll talk about this. Some of, again, tools that you can use. 10 more minutes, we'll try to wrap it up, and then we'll go to questions. Some very important apps that you can use or tools that you can use to market yourself. Okay. I'll talk about WhatsApp. How many of you use WhatsApp Business? Right? Yes or no? WhatsApp Business, very good. Yes. Superb. No? Then I really request you to download WhatsApp Business and transfer your WhatsApp data to WhatsApp Business. Okay? And why? I'll show you. Wait. So this is how a WhatsApp Business, you know, a profile looks like. On WhatsApp Business, you can give all your details about, see, if you see, there's a display picture. There is also a cover photo, just like LinkedIn, where you can give a visual effect of what services you are providing. You can talk about your services. You can give the office address. You can talk about, you know, when are you available for appointments. You can give your email ID, website links, products, where you can talk about your services. So आप services के photographs डाल सकते हो. Your social media links. Excuse me. Everything is there on WhatsApp profile. It becomes like your website profile. This is so powerful. कितना easy है ना कि मैं किसी को भी WhatsApp कर रही हूँ तो I can go in the profile and just check all the details on the services. Interesting, right? कितनों ने अपना प्रोफाइल पूरा कंप्लीट किया है ऑन व्हाट्सएप बिजनेस? Very good. If you have not done, it's high time. Please complete it. You can really, this is your chalta firta website, because maximum of your clients or your potential clients will be there on WhatsApp. Okay. So complete it. Next, a very important app which I use personally a lot is Linktree. I'll just show you. So Linktree is a application where all your, again, if you do not have a website or you don't want to create a website, this is a free application that you can use, and it looks like this. So what happens is all your services are there, and if you have any digital product that you are selling, say any book or ebook or anything, and you want people to pay for it, as in say, you know, if you can see, all my ebooks are listed, all my services are listed, where they can click the service, it will take them to the payment site, and they can pay for the services ASAP. And मेरा website का भी link है, my YouTube channel link is there, all my services links are there. So it's a one page stop to show what kind of services am I providing and what kind of, see, if you can see the ebooks, all the links that I have will be there at one stop. I don't need to create different links or share different links. Okay? A lot of times what happens is people ask, पता है आपका email ID दे दीजिए, आपका website का link है, आपका LinkedIn का link है. What you can do is provide them with this one single link जहाँ पे सारे link mentioned है. ठीक है? This is the app. If you can see, नीचे है Linktree करके. This is the app that you can use. Okay. Coming back to this very important section. Okay, and how many of you either, you know, how many of you have a blog or write a newsletter or have written a ebook or have a emailing system? Type yes or no. Very good. A blog. Will be interested to read your blog, Prateek. No, 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 no. Why no? See, मैंने पहले ही लिख दिया because मुझे पता है कि this is not a regular thing that a lot of CAs do. Why no? Is it because of lack of time? Is it because lack of thoughts? Or is it because lack of awareness of the impact that it will create? If it's because of lack of impact, let me answer this. It is a everlasting impact. Blogs or newsletters that I had written like 2-3 years back still get views. Okay. Regular blogs or updates really enhances my visibility. It keeps reminding my potential clients that I give these services. Time. If you have time issue, either organize, say, you know, just one day, say you get into this mind that last Sunday of every month, I will sit down, give myself 2 hours. I will write, you know, couple of blogs. 2 blog भी बहुत है, या 2 newsletter एक महीने में बहुत है. I'll write that and I'll give. इसी से आपका social media का content भी बन जाएगा. 2 घंटा महीने में is enough for you to write. Thoughts की कमी है. I can give you a lot of ideas. Connect with me later. I'll give you resources जहां से आपको thoughts मिल सके और किस तरह के thoughts आप share कर सको. I'll give you the links. Okay. So time का हमने देख लिया. Time सबके पास same है. We just need to organize our time. Impact, it's very impactful. So start writing. Thought, I can help you. Connect with me later. Works? How many of you will start doing that? An ebook, coming to ebook. I write a lot of ebooks. the impact that it creates is something out of the world. Today, I posted about one ebook that I've written recently. I already got 4 calls that, we are interested in the services that you provide. One first hour of posting that about the ebook. That's the power of ebook. It builds the credibility, it builds the authority in the work that you're doing. Okay. So type yes if you will start. Charo mein se at least one thing that you will start. Size of the ebook is just 25 pages, but it gives a lot of content. जो छोटे टॉपिक पे ebooks लिखती हूँ मैं, जैसे networking था. So it's very compact of how CAs can do networking. The ebook that I written is 7 steps of getting leads from LinkedIn for a chartered accountant. श्योरली नहीं, मुझे चाहिए आप एक चीज लिखिए, या आप ब्लॉग लिख रहे हो, या न्यूज़लेटर लिख रहे हो, या ई बुक लिख रहे हो. अगेन, इफ यू वांट हेल्प इन ई बुक, राइटिंग अ ई बुक, वेरी सिंपल, आई कैन हेल्प यू विद दैट. I'm so happy with the energy. Blog and ebook, क्या बात है, fantastic. Superb. ठीक है, राइट इट इन योर पेपर ऑल्सो. चैट में लिखा हुआ हम भूल जाएंगे. आप अपने पेपर पे भी लिखिए आप कौन सा स्टार्ट करने वाले हो. वेरी गुड प्रतीक. So Pratik, all your blogs, if it's very niche oriented, एक single topic पे है, can be converted into ebook. Ebook design कैसे करना है, I can help you with that. Very good. Okay. Again, I've written an ebook on 5 free tools to help practicing chartered accountants grow. जो tools आप use कर सकते हो. This is a paid one. Again, I'll give you the link later, and आप सारे मेरे ebooks आप वहां से download कर सकते. See, the main aspect about everything that we spoke is process. हम ना सोच बहुत कुछ लेते हैं, but and we chartered accountants know the importance of having a process in place. If we don't have a process, if we don't have a system, things will fall apart, right? So each one of us will have a very unique process of marketing. सबका same नहीं हो सकता, because सबके resources अलग होते हैं, time different होता है, service different है, target audience बहुत different है, तो सबका process बहुत ही अलग होगा. So what you need to do is understand what kind of work you have, what kind of time constraints that you have, what kind of resources are available to you, and take help of an external person if required, but be consistent, because only then will your marketing work. Okay. So today what we spoke about is why you need marketing as a women CA, because we need to get that 30,000 to 1 lakh. और वो जिम्मेदारी हम पे है, हम practicing women CAs जो आज है. Okay. So many ideas, but the execution is an issue. I totally get that. I totally understand. So which is why what I need you to do is, आज हमने जितनी बातें की, okay? See, marketing में जितना आप simple रखोगे उतना effective होगा. Don't go into a lot of concepts. Don't go into, अरे I don't have this tool, I don't have that tool, I don't have this concept. That marketing का आप technical concept नहीं भी समझोगे तो चलेगा. ठीक है, वो रास्ते पे बैठा हुआ ठेले वाले भैया भी सुपर मार्केटिंग करते हैं. He doesn't know marketing concepts. उनके पास बहुत कुछ टूल्स नहीं है. सिंपल रखो but consistent रखो. That is more effective than lot of tools, lot of knowledge and no execution, not being consistent. Okay. What I want you to do today is, आज हमने जो जो चीजों की बातें की, analyze on that deeply after the session. What is your service? What is your niche? Who are your target audience? Where are they present? Choose a platform for yourself. One social media platform. सब जगह मत रहो. उतना time नहीं है, energy नहीं है. One social media platform choose for yourself, and one offline platform. कुछ भी हो सकता है वो. Okay? Choose one for yourself. See कि आपके marketing tools आप कौन से use कर सकते. ठीक है? How are you adding value? Are you taking reviews? वेबसाइट अगर नहीं है तो उसके बदले आप क्या यूज कर रहे हो? Are you using Google My Business page? Make your LinkedIn page very strong if you want, or any one thing that replaces a website if you don't have a website but online. Okay, choose that. Choose one value adding thing, like we discussed. वो blog हो सकता है, वो ई-बुक हो सकता है, वो न्यूज़लेटर हो सकता है, ईमेल हो सकता है, कुछ भी एक चीज जो आप यूज करोगे. ओके, and one call every day, like we promised ourselves, one or whatever that number that you've chosen, that one call. Filhal, for the next 1 month, if you consistently do this, you will see the effect, and that's my promise. Okay, I'm writing my number here. अगर काम नहीं करता है तो आप मुझे कॉल करके आप बोल भी सकते हो कि मैम काम नहीं किया. ठीक है परी, it didn't work, it's completely fine, but definitely it does work. Simple रखो but consistent रहो. Okay, this is my number, you can connect me anytime. Okay, so if you have any more doubts from today's session, marketing मैंने बहुत ही simplify करने का try किया, because again complicated things don't work, especially for people like us who are not from the marketing background. You can connect with me for a strategy call. I'm always available if you have any doubts. You can ask me right now also. But again, if you want to discuss about your practice and get some ideas, you can connect with me on this number later and we can discuss your questions in detail. Okay. Couple of questions that people had asked: how to network in a new area. To answer that, I want you to understand again, choose who is your area in that new geography that you've gone. Target audience आपका कौन है और वो कैसे network करते हैं? Are they very active socially? So join some social networking clubs. ठीक है, जैसे road track होता है और Lions Club होता है. These kind of networking clubs are very very powerful. Okay, I've seen कि how well they are connected. और अगर आपको collaborations चाहिए तो अगर CA Institute के branches हर जगह है, be active there. That's also very very helpful. So choose कि आपका target audience कहाँ पे और आप उसको कैसे आप कर सकते. Online again is a very powerful. अगर offline में आपको थोड़ी दिक्कत आ रही है start में, you can start with online. So there will be any groups on Facebook, or even if it's not official or it's not a very formal group, social groups on online भी आपको मिल जाएंगे, आप उससे start कर लीजिए. So just see target audience कौन है, कहाँ पे present है, और उस हिसाब से आप नए location पे आप you can network. Okay. CA Institute is always a safe net, जो आपको हमेशा will give a very safe environment to network even in a new place. Any more questions? Please let me know. You can unmute yourself and also ask. Thank you, Kuldeep. Thank you, Jyoti. Any questions? Let me know. How to do networking? It's a very wide question, because आप जहाँ पे भी जा रहे हो, networking बहुत अलग-अलग होगा. Let's start with talking about networking. आप समझो CA से मिल रहे हो. Visibility is very important in networking. Let me ask you this: आज जितने लोग present थे, how many of you connected with each other, or how many of you gave your good full introduction? That's networking. Networking is आपको जो opportunities मिल रही है, आप उसका सही यूज करके आप लोगों से connect करते हो, and you do not miss an opportunity to introduce yourself and to talk about your services. That's networking. Okay. So when you're networking, keep few things in mind when you are networking. Sorry. So when you're networking, keep few things in mind. Introduce yourself very well and don't have a awkward silence when you're communicating. ठीक है? वहां पे जब आप बात करोगे, again try to see collaborations. Okay? Don't always try to sell. When you start selling yourself aggressively, people really don't like it. Okay? So जैसे आप सीए के कम्युनिटी में हो, don't sell your services. वहां पे तो selling की जरूरत भी नहीं है. What you need to do is find the common points and the collaborative points. Okay? The very important step is post networking. Like I discussed, what is it that you do after networking in the event? Collect the numbers, send them a brief about your services that you can do, or send them an introduction about yourself, add them on the right social media platform. Okay? And then keep updating them, or once in a while call them, and especially if you feel they can connect you to the target audience or they are the potential clients, keep talking to them for some reason. उनको थोड़े कुछ valuable updates दे दो, add them to your emailing list, any way that you become visible to them. That's networking. Okay? And of course, you can go through the ebook. There are a lot of points that I've written in ebook as well that you can use for networking. I hope I could help a bit, Jayanti, because this is a very vast topic. Thank you so much. Any more questions? Let me know. Links for my ebook. Yes, give me 1 second. I will just provide you with the links. This is my link where you can find all the my ebooks in one place. Couple of them are paid, rest are free to download. You can download them. Thank you so much, Hetal. Thank you so much, Hina. You can anytime connect with me for a strategy call also. I've given my number if anybody wants to understand more or on a focused marketing strategy that can be applied for your practice. Okay, I hope you've written everything that we have talked about. One strategy tool that we have applied, one marketing tool that you can apply, and keep a check for 1 month, see what results does it really create. Okay. One networking tip I'll give, whoever was present today, note their names, or better, if everybody can give their LinkedIn profile links here, we can get connected to each other on LinkedIn. That's networking. Can you give your LinkedIn or at least your names so we can connect on LinkedIn? Not only to me, Baba, to each other. Kuldeep Chadda. I'm writing everybody's name so we can connect. Meera Shah. Okay. So people have already sent. Very good. Superb. So what I've also done is I always keep my links handy on my mobile. So it's very easy for me to access the links whenever people ask. Of course, Linktree में सारे मेरे links है. but किसी को specifically अगर खाली LinkedIn चाहिए, तो I just give the link quickly. So keep these kind of links very accessible on your phone. Okay. So I welcome if there is any question, or we can wind up the session. It was I really enjoyed connecting with all of you. Just remember that when we're talking about marketing or branding, it's not a very आज किया कल result मिल गया, ऐसा नहीं होता. And especially when we have so many restrictions where you can't do paid marketing, it becomes all the more difficult. Okay, so give yourself time, be consistent, remember to be patient, because that is what will get you results. Okay, be more clear, keep your goals simple, even if it's very big, but simple rakho, steps ko simple rakho, processes ko simple rakho, that will get you better results. Okay, so it was great connecting with you, everybody. I hope you really got some value out of the session, because marketing and all these concepts are very, very vast and very in detail. So I hope you get some quality out of it, and you can, if you're able to take the steps that we have talked about, the tools. And this is one more book that I've written. Again, आपको link tree पे मिल जाएगा इसका. I hope this also helps you. So thank you so much. I'll stop sharing now. Any more questions, any more doubts, any more suggestions that I can do next time, or any doubts that you had that was not covered, let me know. I'm very open to feedback. So Bharvi, can we conclude the session? Okay, I'm not sure if the host is still there, but officially, thank you so much, everybody, for being there, for being such a very interactive, audience. बहुत अच्छा लगता है when there are questions, when there are suggestions, and where people speak to each other. I hope you get the essence of marketing yourself. Next time that you go in such kind of sessions, introduce yourself well, share your LinkedIn links, share your connection links or your numbers, be visible. That's very, very important. So all the best. I hope to stay connected with all of you. I think we can end the session. If you have any doubts, do get connected with me. I would be happy to talk to you. Okay. Waiting for your LinkedIn request and waiting for your strategy calls. So for a strategy call, do leave a WhatsApp on my given number. We can get connected, okay, on a mutual convenient time. Thank you so much, Meera. Means a lot. I'll take a leave, everybody. I think the host is not present or something. I think even you can leave the session. Thank you so much, everybody, again.